What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Mind of Maze. I am your host, Malon Maze Miranda, and you are watching Season 2, Episode 8. Alright, so we got a lot of topics to discuss, man. So let me go through my little book here, man. And it's been a little minute, y'all, so bear with me. Got a lot to discuss. So I want to start off by talking about Cyrus Carmack. Rest in peace to this young man. My thoughts, my prayers, and my condolences go out to his family. This is just an awful injustice. It's racial profiling at its best. It's terrible. Okay, this happened here in Columbus, South Carolina. I'm actually in South Carolina right now. So this young man, he goes into a BP. He goes into, from my understanding, he goes in to get some water bottles or whatnot. You see clearly in the surveillance video that as soon as this young man walks into the store, he's already being profiled. Here in America, it happens to black folks all the time. Everywhere you go, you are being watched, you are being looked, especially if you look a certain way. And what I mean by that is, like, if you're a African American male with dreads, they might look at you more. If you're an African American male with tattoos, they might look at you more. But regardless, it's racial profiling. It's terrible here in the U.S., man, and African Americans go through it all the time. So this young man goes into the store. He goes in to buy, like I said, some water. You see him go into the store. Again, he's being profiled already from the minute he walks in. He walks through the front door. He goes over to the coolers. It appears that he grabbed a couple of waters, maybe 2-3 waters, something like that, and he's holding them in his arm because he's gonna purchase these. For whatever reason, this young man decided he no longer needed them or didn't want them. Maybe the price was too high. Maybe he realized he didn't have enough. Who knows? But for whatever reason, this young man decides to put the water bottles back. Now, as he's grabbing the bottles and looking in the cooler, there is an Asian woman who is standing behind, and she's like an aisle over from him, and she's just watching him, which is just unbelievable. Like, do you really need to watch this kid? Did he appear to be a threat to you in any way, shape, or form? I do not believe so. So anyways, he decides to put the water bottles back. As he's leaving to go exit the store, he's approached by someone. I believe it was the lady. And they basically ask him if he was shoplifting. He tells them that he wasn't shoplifting. He lifts up his jacket, opens up his coat, whatever, his shirt. He lets them see he has nothing on him. He is not stealing. Okay? Then he exits the store. As he exits the store, he turns, makes a right turn around the corner, and out comes 2 men from the back of the BP. As we know now, the owner, he runs, they're both running out the store after this young man. He's already outside on the side of the building. He now sees them and he jets. There's a lot of speculation on why he ran, but it's clearly obvious. He's a young kid. There's 2 grown men running after him. I don't think he wanted to sit there and thump with 2 men, so he runs. As he's running away, the Asian gentleman that we know now is Rick Chow. He runs after this young kid, and he shoots him in the back and kills him. when I heard about this story, I was enraged. I was enraged. I was so upset when I heard this story. Like, how could somebody do something like that and then get away with it? I mean, you run down on this young kid and you shoot him like an animal in the streets, dead. Okay? And then what makes it even worse is then this goes to trial, and this guy Rick Chow is set free, and he's found innocent. When he clearly murdered a young African American male in the streets, he murdered this kid. This kid's parents had to go bury their child because he was buying some water. He was in a BP fucking gas station, and this is what happens. This Asian guy Rick Chow gets to walk free. The racial profiling in America, right? It's horrible, and these are things that African American males such as myself have to go through all the time. You walk past a car, toot toot, and it's like it's terrible. And you know, I say to myself, let's give another scenario. Let's say the store clerk was not Rick Chow. It was Ricky Johnson, okay? And this was a white kid or an Asian kid that walked in the store, did the same thing, busted around the corner, and Mr. Johnson ran outside and shot them down dead. Do you believe that Mr. Johnson would have been set free, or they would have put him under the fucking jail? Put it in the comment sections. You guys tell me, because I know what I believe. I know what I think would have happened. And you know, I don't like to do the, hey, this nationality, this. I don't really like doing that, but it's just, it is what the fuck it is. We all know that. It is what it is. I have nothing against Asian people, although what this guy did left a bad taste in my mouth, pause, you know, but I don't discriminate. I don't have a problem with anybody. But I do know that this guy walking free for killing a black kid in the streets gets away with it, and that's the country we live in. That's just horrible. So again, my condolences to Cyrus Carmack's family. My thoughts, my heart, my prayers go out to the family. This family had to bury their child and got no justice whatsoever for their child being gunned down. It's horrible. So, what else we got here, man? So I've been, you know, also this is kind of passed through the algorithm as well. So we got Jay-Z doing the Roots Festival, and the dope freestyle that he kicked. I thought it was a dope freestyle. I'm glad to see Jay back outside. You know, he took shots at Drake and Nicki and all these people, and everybody's like, oh, you know, he's so old. Why is he talking about these people and blah blah blah, this stupid shit. You know, so Jay-Z has taken shots for years from the Nickis to the Drakes to I mean, the list goes on, you name them, and Jay doesn't respond, you know what I mean? And Jay doesn't respond because Jay doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like these guys are at a certain level, and he's out of there, you know what I'm saying? Jay don't have to respond to a lot of this, but after a while you're gonna address it when it just keeps piling up. So the Busbys and all these different people, he was taking stray shots from all of them. So now he gets to get on stage and, you know, what if I told you how I feel about y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you can just badmouth me and I'm not gonna respond? Like, that's just ridiculous. If anybody thought that that's how he was gonna be and just say nothing forever. No, you know, once again, when you reach a certain level, and not only just a certain level, but once you get to a certain age, you realize that not everything needs your immediate response. You know, you got so much other stuff going on. A lot of times those things don't even hit your radar till weeks or sometimes months later. And even if it does hit your desk immediately, do you feel like you have to respond right away? I don't have to respond to shit until I want to, or if I ever decide to. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't want to give you, share my platform with you, and every time I talk about you, it makes you relevant. So maybe they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I clearly understand it. So, yeah, man. Also, you know what I wanted to share with y'all? So it's funny because I had just recently, about maybe about a month ago now, yeah, probably about a month ago, I finally saw the movie Michael. So I wanted to give my perspective also on that, and you know, I thought it was a dope movie, man. I think that you know, when I watched it, you know, I'm up in the theater and I'm dancing, I'm singing, I'm having a great time seeing this film. I was a little upset because I felt like, you know, one, they didn't say anything about Janet, and I heard the controversy about that. I heard that Janet didn't want to be involved with it because she didn't like the way I guess the family or her brother was being portrayed in the film, so she really didn't want to be involved in it. So I don't know if that's true or false. You guys can Google that and look for yourself. But you know, outside of that, and then the one other thing was that you know, it didn't tell like as much as I wanted to see. But again, you guys gotta keep an open mind and realize that the movie was like over 2 hours long, and we still didn't get everything. I mean, Michael Jackson, you can't put his entire life in 2 hours. So again, the rumor mill's already rolling and saying that they're gonna make a Michael 2, which is gonna be dope, and I'm definitely gonna check that out as well. But yeah, for the viewers out there, everybody watching, man, if you haven't seen the movie Michael, go out, check that out. It's a really good movie. For any Michael Jackson fan, you're definitely gonna enjoy it. Yeah, what else, man? Also, shout out to the New York Knicks, man. Definitely gotta give a shout out to the Knicks, man. You know, what is it, 53 years in the making, man. You know, we finally got the chip. New York was going crazy. It was just a beautiful thing for the city. And yeah, I was psyched. I wish I could have been out there to actually experience it. But nonetheless, it was a beautiful time for New York City. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, the New York Knicks. They crushed it. Made me a big, you know, because I really stopped watching a lot of basketball really when Jordan retired. And I'm not even talking about from the Wizards. I'm talking about when Jordan retired from the Chicago Bulls. After that, I pretty much stopped watching basketball, like as a whole. I'd catch a couple of games here and there, but I used to be an avid NBA basketball fan, and I had stopped. But this last season with the Knicks, it really ignited that love for the game again, and you know, especially being from New York, we might not get that again, and let me knock on wood, because I hope we see it plenty more times, but if we don't, that was beautiful. That was great for the city, man. And again, shout out to the Knicks. Yeah, man, so I'm gonna leave it like that right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that right now. I'm gonna hit y'all with some other stuff. I got some other things to talk about, but for right now, I don't want to, you know, overshoot this one. So yeah, great time for the city, man. Again, shout out to the Knicks. Again, my condolences to Cyrus Carmack's family. That was just terrible, terrible, man. Terrible. So, leave in the comment section. What do y'all feel about, what happened with Cyrus? Leave it in the comments. Tell me what y'all think, man. You guys give me your opinion. Racial profiling in America is just, it doesn't get any better. It just progressively gets worse. And we got to put a stop to it, man. Somebody's got to do something about it, man. Yeah, and then another thing, they one thing that they said is that the young man had a gun on him. And again, I don't know if that's true or false. Now, if it is, I wonder why he didn't feel the need to protect himself in that fashion. But again, he was a young kid, man. He's obviously scared. And, that shit just should have never happened, man. It's terrible. Breaks my heart. But, all right, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you guys for supporting. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. Man, it costs you nothing to show love, And I want to say something, too, to everybody watching, man. Anybody who has a dream and they're passionate about their dreams, never give up. Never give up. I've come across so many people that they have dreams and aspirations to do things, but they don't shoot for it. They don't follow it. And, we only live once. We have one life to live. Live it to your fullest. You hear me? Live it to your fullest. Do every and anything that you've ever set out to do. Do it. Do it. You got to. You only have one life. And people, they have a tendency to say that you dream too big. I don't have a ceiling. When they say, oh, the sky is the limit. No, there is no limit. Do what you want to do because you can do it. It's not what we do every once in a while that makes us great. It's what you do every single day. Do it and live it to your fullest. It costs you nothing to dream, right? So if it costs you nothing to dream, why dream small? You understand what I'm saying? It literally costs you nothing to dream. So if you're gonna have a dream, why dream small? Dream big and do it. Don't say you're gonna do it. Do it. You gotta get everything in motion. And again, like I tell you guys a lot of the times, I have a notebook. I write in it and I jot it down. This is what I want to accomplish today. This is what I want to accomplish by the end of the month. This is what I want to accomplish by the end of the year. You gotta set goals and you gotta shoot for them. And I know that a lot of times, as a writer, I often get writer's block. Sometimes when things aren't going the way I want them to go, even in my personal life, I tend to kind of distance myself from people and, get in this like slump, and even those things are not good, and even coming from me personally. Everybody should have somebody that they can lean their head on and just speak to and vent to and get those things out. So I was fortunate enough that for me, when I get into that position, I can write. That's where the writing came from. So, I say that to say this. Anybody out there who is watching right now, if you have a goal in life, start working on it. Every little thing you do counts. Little baby steps. You know what I mean? Anything that you do towards it, it counts. So that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. Shout out to Dame Dash for the opportunity. Thanks to Dame, just for being Dame, man. And I got some more stuff I want to talk about. I'm going to hit the Jay-Z topics and all those things probably on the next episode. But, yeah, man, so that's it, man. I'm going to let y'all go, man. But, again, I always leave y'all with this. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Every day that you get up, ask yourself, what are you doing with yours? And always, always keep God in your heart and always pray. Always pray. You know, sometimes things may not feel like they're moving in the direction that you want them to. But trust me, God hears your prayers. He's watching you. And it's not going to always happen on your time. It happens on His time. And you just have to keep Him in your heart and just keep believing that you are destined for greatness and things will happen for you. Even when they don't feel like they are. Trust me when I tell you that they are. Okay? So, again, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Make sure that every single day you ask yourself, what are you doing with yours? We out.